right, guys, welcome back to Chin Check, episode 3. I am here with the exotic snow leopard,
AKA the Soul Glow Soldier. Thanks, Burchick.
Jeremy West, and special guest, CFC commentator, Adrian Broaddus.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Let's do this.
Pretty good.
Go, we're talking CFC 6.
CFC 6 Proving Grounds. We have 2 new fights added to the card, 2 professional fights added to the card. Let's start off with Anthony Camacho fighting Luis Cruz out of Chihuahua, Mexico. So, Adrian, you know Anthony.
Yeah, I mean, the guy who came from Franklin High School, a guy who packs a ton of wrestling prowess behind him. Yeah. He was a state wrestler, like state champ wrestler, which is insane in itself. So, guy who we were talking off air right now, hard to take down, an amazing opponent who is looking for his proven grounds, like looking to prove something in front of his hometown. I think he's ready for it. I know the last fight that was projected for him didn't materialize. That one fell through. This one, a great opportunity for him to be back in the octagon to show what he could do in front of his hometown. Like, this guy can do it, man. I've seen this guy when he was growing up at the high school level, watch from afar. I'm 2 years younger than him, but this guy can totally do it. I'm really excited for Anthony Camacho.
Yeah, and I actually think this is his first fight in El Paso. So, I mean, it could either be, a blessing or a curse to fight in your hometown. It's added pressure. Or I don't know. Let's see how he does.
Yeah, I know some people it can fuel them, and then some people they could crumble under the pressure. But I'm sure he'll be fine. He'll show up, and both guys are hungry for a win. But I know Camacho, he'll be hungry to get that win, especially in his hometown. Yeah. And I think it makes for an entertaining fight because I'm sure we're gonna see some stand-up exchanges between the guys. If anyone is gonna grapple, I don't think the other guy is Cruz, because he's not gonna try to. I mean, if you try to take down Camacho, that's tough. So I'm expecting to see some exciting striking going on.
Yeah, good luck trying to take Camacho down. And we've sparred with Camacho. He's just so. If you're looking from the outside, you're like, I can fuck this guy.
I can hit him, right? Yeah.
You spar with him, he fucks you up.
No, he just overwhelms you with his pace. He just swarms. He just is nonstop in your face. And he's always just in the right range. He fights using his range really well too. Yeah. So we'll see how that plays into the fight. What else do we have going on?
We have the return of Victor Guapo Santillan. El Guapo. Unfortunately, his pro debut didn't go his way, but I won't take away the fact that he fought an absolute dog who will be in the UFC someday.
Yeah, me and Adrian were cage side for that one. What'd you think of the...
So I have a lot of thoughts on Guapo, right? Like, when I saw him fight, he fights with so much emotion. Like, he left nothing outside that octagon. Yeah. He put everything he could in that octagon when he was fighting in CFC 5. And I respect that right away. Win, lose, draw. Like, you're giving it your all. You're trying your ass off. Like, you're bloodied, like, coming out of it. Like, this guy was bloodied, man.
And talking shit from the bottom.
Yeah. And you know what? I believe that he believed going into that third round, he still thought he could come out victorious. He was going to come out the victor. Yeah. And that's what I like about El Guapo. Like, he has that kind of confidence to his fighting.
Yeah, that's true. I had never thought of that. Because you see some people when they've lost 2 rounds decisively, they go into the third round broken. No, like, we were in the corner talking, like, hey, you got to do this, got to do that. And, he came out heavy, started throwing right away. Just got taken down, but yeah, man, he never gave up. He never quit. So he's definitely a fighter. So what happened with him that's gonna interesting. His second amateur fight, he lost. He got TKO'd. That happened. We talked in the back. He came back to training immediately. Went on a 6-fight win streak. Got a title, defended it 3 times. So it's one of those things where it's like, is that gonna repeat itself now in the pro division? But I mean, you've trained with Guapo a lot.
Yes, and he's very well-rounded. He's good in everywhere. And in that fight with Beck, you didn't see him quit at all. And you saw he had his moments, like where he caught him. He caught him with knees. He caught even from the bottom. I remember Beck was on top and he was swinging on him. Yeah. So he took every opportunity he had to finish the fight. But it was just the grappling was too much. But I can speak to. I've seen his improvements. Yeah. And I know he's going to come back with a vengeance. Like, we've seen how he's been training, and he is not going to let something like that happen again. He's not going to have a repeat of his pro debut. So we know he's going to bring it. He's going to bring fury. He's going to be looking for the finish at every moment during his fight. And what's the name of his opponent again?
He's fighting Juan Monsiváis out of Piedras Negras. So he has more experience in the pros. He's currently 3-2, coming off a loss against Ricky Savage Diamond. Ricky did a really good job with the leg kicks, So, but Ricky is a striker. So I don't know. It's a very different, fight than fighting Guapo, who has knockout power. Strikes as well, but his wrestling is just great.
Let me say this. He's also a fan favorite. Like, as soon as he's coming out on his walkout, like, everybody loves him. Yeah. I think that's why we want to talk him up so much and say, but, like, let's say you've never watched fight from Victor. Like, you watch him in the octagon, he wears it on his emotions. Like, he makes you a fan of him, like, just watching him and how passionate he is about fighting. So I think that's one of the sneaky things that he offers is that he has the likability. He has that kind of swagger and aura around him.
Yeah, he does, man. And he truly believes it. He's, like, all about himself. Like, not in a bad way, but, like, just the way he carries himself once he's in the cage. And that's exactly what you were saying. He makes you a fan. So it's not an easy fight. Juan has more experience than Victor does in the pros, but it's gonna make for a very good fight because Juan has good jiu-jitsu. So we're gonna see what happens when if Victor takes him down. He was able to take some good punches from Ricky. So we'll see if he can take that power at 170 because he's actually fighting at 170. Last fight was at 155. So the power difference is huge between divisions.
That's 15 pounds because most weight classes, lower 10-pound difference, but at 170, 155 to 170, 15-pound difference. So dealing with a lot bigger guys.
Guapo, who's cutting from about 200 pounds to 170, which Ricky, I'm sure he walks like at I want to say 70. So that's like 30-pound difference. The power will carry on. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah.
And this podcast was brought to you by the CFC Fight Club. Make sure you guys join. You get a lot of perks. Early tickets, fan interaction, and you might even get a say on who gets to fight next at the CFC. Join the Fight Club. Some fighters that you're familiar with that have you got a chance to see Yani fight yet?
Of course, yeah. Yani, we were just talking off cam too about how Yani, my tocayo, by the way, he's kind of like a fan favorite in El Paso. He has roots here locally, but he doesn't live here. And when he comes here, it's like he's fighting in front of his hometown, which is really cool. Sometimes he plays the heel, but most of the times he's attracting new fans because of his knockout potential. And I think he has a bit of rawness behind him. He's still green to the sport. And I don't know anything about him other than the last two fights that I watched him with CFC. But he has that knockout power that makes you just excited as a fan. Like, his fights don't go long.
No, he has 100% finish rate. So he's finished. He's had 6 amateur fights. He has knocked out all 3 opponents. And he's just a fan. Like, if you don't know any of the guys, that you're just there because someone brought you to the show, and you watch Yani, you're like, oh shit, that's what I want to see. You want to see knockouts. You want to see people either fight to get knocked out or to get a knockout. So his style is just super fan friendly. And you've also seen Ellie. So he's making his pro debut against Ellie. And Ellie, you got to commentate his fight, CFC 5. Yeah, what do you think about that fight?
Yeah, Ellie is another guy who's like, man, I think of him and I'm like, man, this is like Yanni's real test. Like, I'm excited because, credit the matchmakers on you guys' side, but you have one guy in Yani who has seen his fights go his way on his side. Ellie on the other side, he has a lot of success too, so it's kind of like a real big force going against an immovable object in this matchup right here.
So that's what you're talking about. It's like their styles are perfect for one another. Because Ellie just likes to stand and bang, and Yanni's not going to try to take you down. And Yani does so good when people just stand in front of him because it's only a matter of time before he finds that chin. Yeah. And it's just, at 135 to carry that much power is crazy. So, it's just like you said, 2 forces are going to collide, and let's see whose chin holds up.
The funny part about Yani is, like, he's out here, he's, like, chatting up with the fans, and he's real engaging afterward with the pre-fight or post-fight interviews and stuff like that. But he's just, like, an everyday person. Like, he's just like us. Like, he's just hanging out and he wants to have, maybe a beer afterwards. He's the kind of guy who you want to have a beer with after he knocks out one of his opponents.
I've been at the after parties with him. He has more than one beer. More than one for sure. Maybe 2. But yeah, man. So we have so far it's an all pro card. So I think just the level of fights that we're gonna see at CFC 6 is something that we're not used to seeing from the other 5 events. So We are 2 months out, guys. CFC 6, April 25th, at our new home, the Paso County Coliseum. Tickets on sale now.
Make sure you use promo codes to support your fighters too.
Adrian, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, thank you guys for inviting me. I'm just going to say this. No one does it like CFC. I've been fortunate to be out of town and do coverage for other organizations or other promotion groups, other fighters out there. And no one does it like CFC here in El Paso, putting not only a spotlight on the fighters here, but putting a product out for families to really enjoy. You walk around CFC and you're seeing kids as young as 8, and then you see adults as old as 80. Like, it's truly for everyone, a multi-generational type of entertainment out there. I think it's the biggest sport out right now. I'm a huge fan. I cover football, I cover basketball, I cover baseball, I cover soccer. Nothing compares to MMA. Nothing compares to CFC. And I love what you guys do as far as the product goes. So to all the people out there who are wondering, hey, should I go, should I not? Get your tickets. This is going to be an awesome event and a brand new venue, the Coliseum, getting a chance to do it in front of more people, getting a chance to do it in front of an unfamiliar spot, but a very familiar spot that maybe we've gone to a concert there in the past or have watched some other type of sports there in the past. What an amazing thing. Like, this is the sport. So I appreciate you guys allowing me to be a part of the journey, and I'm excited for the future. I mean, CFC 6 is just the start of what's going to be a great year for you guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Thanks. We appreciate you. We're happy to have you. We'll catch you on the next episode of Chin Check.